Yeah. Oh boy, I don't know whether to laugh or to cry at this information. Like, does Gamigo's negligence have no limit? Do they just not understand how MMOs work, or are they merely inept? Serious question, because as of a couple days ago, they announced that they are merging all of the servers for both ArcheAge Unchained and the base ArcheAge game. Now, I've waited a couple days to report on this because I wanted to give the company some time to respond, to collect their thoughts, and to hopefully address the community, which are livid, but they have remained quiet and essentially given a big middle finger to the entire player base. So this is a great start to another great year for ArcheAge players. Now, taken directly from their website, they go on to state that both ArcheAge and ArcheAge Unchained are having all of their servers merged together. Currently, there are, I believe, 13 total servers. These servers are spread across both the North American and the European regions, and after these server merges take place, there will be 4 servers left. According to their website, the server, and they actually refer to these as server evolutions, but the server merges for ArcheAge Unchained are actually taking place on March 4th, 2021. So that's approximately 2 weeks from now. And then the server merges for the base ArcheAge game are going to take place on March 11th, a week later. Now, for those of you that still play, the European servers Belstrom, Krasian, and Tenerife are going to become Okape. Gilderon, Helnock, and Alexander will become Hieronymus. And in the North American servers, Jurgont, Stena, and Kalen will become Akhmet. And Denistrius, Runer, Tyrannos, and Win will become Marmus. Now, I am going to just briefly discuss here why server merges, at least for 1 or 2 of the servers, are a bad idea. If you go to the final page on their forum, they note that the Tyrannos server, which is one of the larger North American servers, is actually bigger, is actually larger, healthier, more populated than it has been in a long time. They go on to state, I can say with absolute confidence that Tyrannos in its current state is in the healthiest state it has ever been, period. Merges are one thing when a server is genuinely hurting due to a lack of population and or poor community, but Tyrannos is not hurting at all. So I don't understand how merging other servers into that is going to benefit them. This is going to be worse for players that are interested in getting land, because if you scroll down a little bit, they go on to state, my servers are being merged together. Will I lose my land? The answer to that is yes. The servers being merged together will take place on a brand new server environment, meaning that all players on those merged environments will have no land at the beginning. Don't worry though, all of your fully built homes and farms and structures will be reimbursed as full kits. Additionally, for every fully built house or farm, the player will get 250 tax certificates for each house or farm they have. So for any of you that play ArcheAge, for any of you that have played ArcheAge, you are no doubt aware how terrible the initial land rush for this game is. So when you put 4 different servers together, one of which is already probably, arguably, the most populated server in the entire game, like honestly, how is anyone going to get a house? How is anyone going to acquire land? It's already near impossible to as it is. They go on to state a lot in their Q&A. I urge you to go on over and check that out. I will include a link to this in the description below. But there are nonetheless a few other things I want to discuss here. One is the fact that after the servers merge together, the guilds are going to be completely emptied. They go on to state guilds will be disbanded outside of the guild leader, who will keep the guild name. Upon arriving in the evolution server, the guild leader will have to re-invite their guild members back after the evolution is complete. Furthermore, guild leaders will also receive guild contribution items and guild ribbons to restore their guild level, because your guild level actually gets reset all the way back to level 1. These ribbons will be bound and guild level specific. A level 2 ribbon will move a guild from level 1 to level 2. Additionally, the guild leader will receive oath ribbons to make up for any experience that you may have had prior. And then rewinding just a little bit, they actually go on to confirm that there is going to be a land rush. Yes, there will be a land rush for the evolution servers. Land rush is planned for March 20, 2021 on ArcheAge and March 13th, 2021 for ArcheAge Unchained. And then they go on to cover how they are going to prevent hacking when the land rush is open. And they state, we will be monitoring both servers closely. Anyone who abuses an exploit or uses a land hack will find their house swiftly demolished and their account will receive a punishment determined by the customer service team. Don't do it. Do not do it. Additionally, our normal land rush rules will be in effect after the evolution. You may only have one unbuilt per account at any one time, and the other rules will apply as well. During the land rush, will the housing areas be put into peace? No, the housing areas will not be put into peace during the land rush, so prepare for battle. Then they go on to state how the naming is going to work, because as an example here, I would go into the game as a character named STIX, and if there's already a character named STIX on another server, apparently the priority of names will be determined in the following order. Active players who have logged in within 90 days of the evolution date. Higher level characters take priority, and older names have priority. So what that means is that you have to log in as fast as you possibly can, and if you have a character that is a higher level than someone that is lower level, then you will receive priority over them in terms of keeping your name. There is going to be a priority system in place for logging in, not in ArcheAge Unchained, but on the free-to-play version of ArcheAge. And yeah. There is, again, a lot of information that has been discussed on their forums. I urge you to, once again, go on over and look at this to see if there's anything there, any questions you might have that might have been answered. But note, the majority of the servers that are currently available are being quote-unquote evolved into single servers. There are going to be 4 in total. They are royally screwing over so many players with this. But then if you guys recall, Tryon Games, who were the publishers for ArcheAge Unchained prior to Gamigo receiving publishing rights to it, were very fond of not only merging servers together, but also opening new servers. So whales would transfer over to those, and then they would begin the leveling process from scratch. They would spend thousands, tens of thousands of dollars on the new server to make it to the top before anyone else, to be fully geared, which in essence gave them that sense of superiority, which apparently they need in this game for whatever reason. So with that in mind, yeah, they are merging all their servers together into 4 servers total, but this is not, or should not be, a surprise to anyone that has been actively playing ArcheAge for the last several years. This is just them being them. Gamigo is just continuing the tradition that Tryon set forth, and they are just showing their lack of care for their community, for their players, which really, again, should not be a surprise to any of you. Now, yeah, this is one of the many reasons I do not play ArcheAge. This is one of the many reasons I would never play ArcheAge. Why I would not recommend people play ArcheAge. There are just so many better alternatives out there that have better publishers, because don't get me wrong, a lot of publishers are really bad, but it is very difficult to be as bad as Gamigo is. I am surprised that this happened. I do feel sorry for anyone that has spent money in the game. I feel sorry for any of the players that are going to lose their land or be unable to get a land in the quote-unquote evolved servers. But I mean, this is to be expected. This is not the last time this is going to happen. They probably have plans on opening a brand new server sometime in the future for players to go about spending tons of money and funding future update, or not even future updates, funding future server openings and server merges, and just repeating the cycle. But anyway, guys, that is everything I wanted to talk about concerning ArcheAge and ArcheAge Unchained today. What do you guys think? Is this a step in the right direction? Are you happy with these server merges? Do you think it's a bad sign for the future? Let me know down in the comment section below and let's talk about it. Anyway, guys, that is it for me. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to subscribe for more content like this, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.
Someday soon I'm gonna make it, yeah.